What's going on, guys? It's Ben here and I am back. I was going to make a few videos on the away games that we've had recently, but I just haven't had the chance and the time to. But today we're going to be heading off to Villa Park to watch Aston Villa versus Rotherham. Tuesday night, 7:45. My prediction for this one, I'm actually going to go with Villa for this one. You know, that's surprising. But no, I think realistically, I think it's going to be a 2-1 win to Aston Villa, and I think Yannick Bolasie and Tammy Abraham will get on the score sheet. So yeah, that's it. See ya.
Come on, Iran. Go on! Oh! 1-0! He's either got to use him as the distraction. From the ball, Yadanak!
Yeah, you're not welcome
here. You are not fooling anybody!
Come on. Okay, all those defenders are, Yadinak's going to blast it at us.
Imagine.
His plan is just to take as many out at once. Just to absolutely hammer it into
Come on, son.
Look at him leaning. He's leaning. Come on, finish it.
Oh! Not in a bad way.
I'm enjoying it.
That's what I want, mate.
Oh, go on. Go on, mate. Go on, McKinn.
Go on, Cafu! Go on!
Penalty! You're not allowed to tackle Cafu. Go, Villa. 2-0.
Come on, let's have ya.
Let's be having ya.
Where are ya? Let's be having ya.
My hand is so shaky.
What?
That's a good ball. No, that's not.
Back in.
Come on, back in. Overhead.
Oh. Come on, back in.
It's it.
What? Yes. Oh. Super. Super Jack. Super. Super Jack. Super Jack and Boots. Super Jack. Super. Super Jack.
I just died out real quick. Right, let's get a goal then. On the counter. That's Villa Park.
It's it. is he not trying to hit that on the run, man? We'll do the England thing. Everyone's in the middle.
Yeah, everyone's palms up, going like, it's been like, what?
Well, Oxford!
Can't be that. Well done, McKean. Got Balassi. He just takes it too easy, doesn't he? Too easy for Balassi. Let's get this in then. Let's get it in. We need to chant for Balassi. What's that Balassi?
I don't know.
Balassi's very cool. Yeah.
Balassi's really classy.
Like that. Shaky hand. Shaky hand. Limbs, do it. Full time 2-0.
And we are back from Villa Park after a really, really good match of football. Didn't manage to get many clips again, but there weren't many set pieces, and I usually try and record them. Couldn't get a goal, unfortunately, this game. Again, that's a bit of a shame. But, hey, I got some decent chances in there. We really looked at unstoppable at times. You know, there were times where, in the, first 50 seconds, a good break down the right from Grealish, ball put into the middle, clipped in, and maybe a little bit unlucky with Horahan with his placement. If he could just get the ball a little bit up, we'd be in front by a minute. When we did take the lead, Tammy Abraham, brilliant attacking football to get the ball there. Little 1-2 with Kodja. Kodja plays him through 1-on-1 with the keeper, and he's never going to miss his Premier League standards here. Tammy Abraham, and then we kept pressing them for really till the end of the half. We could have had 2 or 3 at the end of the first half. Just little chances, McGinn had a couple of good runs. Kodja held the ball up really well. Abraham had a few good runs. We didn't really seem to want to take the shot, which I was quite surprised at. Grealish especially, he just didn't want to shoot. Every time he'd pick the ball up, he'd look out wide. And same with McGinn, but you can kind of understand McGinn because his strength really is where he passes the ball rather than having the shot. But one of these days, McGinn's going to absolutely smash one into the top corner. And you just know, the roof will be on fire at Villa Park. In terms of Rotherham, I don't think they showed up, really. They really just didn't really come at us. I don't think it was the same Rotherham that managed to beat Derby in the weekend. They just didn't really take the game to us enough. They had 13 shots, we had 14, so it was actually quite close. But realistically, Nyland had to make 2 saves that were actually important, whereas their keeper had to make quite a few good stops, just to stop little headers coming through and things like that. A clean sheet for the first time this season. Happy with that, obviously. Nyland finally getting a clean sheet, which I think is going to be a huge boost for him. Because a lot of fans are 50-50 on Ulsan Nyland. And personally, I don't mind. He had a poor game against Sheffield United. He had a pretty bad game against Wigan. That was his debut, so you can't really take that away from him. He had a good game against Brentford, was unlucky with the 2 goals, and made a really fine save there. And he had a decent game against Reading as well. Was unlucky with the penalty at the end of the day. It always favours the striker from the spot. But equally, it was a poor game against Sheffield United. 3 of those goals he could have stopped. And we're looking at a different game there. But Blackburn only had a pretty good game as well. But anyway, Balassi, when he came on as a sub, absolutely incredible. That attack of, for about 10 minutes or so, we had Balassi, Codger, Abraham. And that just, it worked. Everything they tried worked. We just couldn't get the final finish. And in the end, Balassi got a well-deserved goal. Ball whipped in from the right by Ahmed El-Mohammadi. And it was a brilliant header to just it didn't really go for power. He just made sure to put it out of the reach of the goalkeeper. Really good header. And at a really crucial time as well, because if we'd have been playing those last, 10 minutes or so at 1-0 up, you could potentially see another Reading happen, because we are quite infamous this season for late goals. But no, I thought we held on. We not necessarily held on. We could have got 3 or 4 this game. It was a really good display of attacking football. But at the end of the day, I thought we played really good football. I think Bruce's biggest problem with Aston Villa is not his tactics; it's his formation. He can't get the formation right. Whether he plays a 4-4-2 with Jedinak at the back and risks the mistake that he makes, because he works well. If he's good at winning the header, but he doesn't really necessarily place it well. And at the back, he has to try and move it forwards. He can't just hit it up or backwards, because he needs someone sweeping behind him. And I think Chester might have realised, is realising that. And every time he plays at the back, he's trying to sweep behind when Jedinak's coming in for a ball. But I think we could easily play a 3-5-2 as well, with Tuanzebe, Hutton and Chester at the back. Maybe even swap Tuanzebe for El-Mohammadi as they did today, and have Grealish, Hourihane, McGinn, El-Mohammadi, El Ghazi in the wing, in the midfield, and have Codger and Abraham up front. And I think as soon as Balassi gets fit to start matches, it'll be a nightmare. He ran his socks off for the 20 minutes he was on the pitch this game, and realistically, I thought it was a really, really well-deserved 3 points. It was a really classy game. We took the fight to them, and so we should. We were the home team, and we really, went at them. For me, my man of the match for that game was John McGinn. I just thought he was incredibly good at just being precise. He didn't lose the ball, and when he did, he was on his feet. He was jogging back. He was sprinting back, and in the end, it was just really, really clear. What he wanted to do. And all those balls, every time he just switched it across, to Hutton or El-Mohammadi, the ball was just so accurate and precise. And I just thought, really, he had one of the best games he's played for Villa. But I think that might just wrap it up for today's video. I am going to be vlogging the Sheffield Wednesday game. And I might even do a little talk about some away games. And just in general, what I think of Bruce's future at Aston Villa. Because it has been very questionable. A lot of Bruce out at the moment. I think realistically the question you have to ask yourself is, if we get rid of Bruce, who are we going to bring in? Who's going to come into a team right now who are, struggling for formation, struggling for, intentions, really, with what they want to do. Do we want to play from the back, or do we want to play exciting long balls towards, Balassi and Abraham and that? And who's better for the job right now? We need to get out of the Championship, so why not use, the manager who has been promoted the most times from the Championship? And I have no doubt in Bruce that if he stays till the end of the season, he could make that 5 instead of 4. But I think that's going to wrap it up for today's video. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Up the Villa.